Hello all. Today um, I want to show you how to paint this really cute Valentine's Day hedgehog, and what we're going to use is 4 different colors for it. Neutral tint, quinacridone gold, permanent red, and opera pink. I use the colors from Daniel Smith. I have them here. So neutral tint is for the back of the hedgehog. The quinacridone gold is for the colors on the animal in here, and then the red is for the heart. Okay, so it's a really cute drawing. So let's start it. Okay, I'm gonna move this from here, and we're gonna start doing it. So in order to do a card, what you can do is grab a piece of watercolor paper, and then just trace the image in one side and then fold it, and then you get a card like this. So I have the image traced over here, so I can show you the whole process of how to paint this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the neutral tint outside. So I have the sketch here. You probably cannot see it because it's pretty light, so you will see little by little how the thing comes to life. So usually what I do is I start from top to bottom. So in this case I'm going to start from the outside, and I'm going to I have my neutral tint here in my palette right here, and I put a little bit of water to I have the color fresh out of the tube. As you see, it didn't fit in my palette, so I had to put it over here on the outside. And I'm just gonna go for it. I'm going to work on wet on dry. So the paper is dry, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of the color. So basically what I'm going to do is just put some color all over, moving the paint, and have a little piece of paper towel to move the color and dry your brush. Just try to leave some whites of the paper and imitate some of those spikes with the tip of your brush. So I want to move that different directions, and I am just gonna go outside the animal. I probably you cannot see it, but I have the sketch here so I can follow what I see. So basically the outside is neutral tint, and as you can see, it just leaves some whites, and when I run out of color I just go for a little bit more, and I use my brush to have that little strokes showing, kind of like spikes on the outside, and leaving some whites too will help for that effect. At the end of the painting all the stuff with watercolor, we will use an ink pen to give more of the detail of the animal. So really simple technique here, using a little bit of light value and moving the brush in different directions. Okay, so now I have that outside, and I'm going to clean my brush here, take the excess of the color, and I'm going to use the quinacridone gold color that I have here in this other palette. I'm gonna move this so you can see it in the camera. This is my quinacridone gold, fresh out the tube, and I'm going to use it here on the ears. So try not to touch the color that you already have in here. I'm gonna work away from it, and in my sketch I have the color here, and I'm going to drop a little bit of that color close to the eyes, and really on the outside over here, touching the outside of the face, and some over here on the right hand side with my with my round brush. I'm not painting the ears yet. I'm just gonna paint the outside of the ear, because inside of the ear I'm gonna put a bit of the opera pink to make them stand out. So I'm just gonna add some, and then when you have this, just move the color a little bit. Don't make it so stiff. Try to move it with the water so it's smooth. You don't have hard lines like that. Okay, so I'm going that way. And then maybe what I do is I'm going to add some more tone over here on this side, the body, then define the arm, and you'll see when I put the what is that called, the ink pen, you will see the definition of this area here. So this is the arms, and I'm doing kind of like the sketch with the color, and I will add some more details later when this ink dries, because you have to let it dry to be able to do the rest. These are the little feet. I'm gonna put the color here, and here little feet, and then this part over here is his bottom part. So the color that I use in my original is a little darker, so what I can do is use some of my burnt sienna here and drop that color over what I already just put, so I have a little effect. And see, when you put the darker value, it makes a really fun effect over that light tone underneath. So there you go. I'll add some more tone here. I'll add some more of my burnt sienna, some areas. The hand, you cannot see the hand here, so I'm gonna add it more of the tone. The same over here. And the body like that. This is what they call, I don't know if you start seeing the animal coming to life. Okay, so at this moment what I can do is wait a little bit and then add some of the details. So maybe I can just add the eyes and the nose with my micron pen. Let's see, can add some of that. I'm gonna do it, use the micron pen to define the eye. Always remember to put a little sparkle in the eye. Leave a little bit of white color right there. And then I want to add this here. And then the nose, the same thing. We're just gonna fill out the color. And then leave a little sparkle too. Little white in the nose. And the same with the eye. And then we just do the smile with the pen and add some little expression here with the next to the eyes. Okay, so the good thing about using micron pens is that you can actually sketch this with the micron pen first and then add the watercolor. The colors are not gonna, the ink is not gonna bleed with the water. So I'm going to add, taking advantage of that, I'm gonna add the heart that is over here, and I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna start adding some of the spikes with the micron pen while I wait for this part to dry. See, you can just start seeing how it comes to life with just using the ink. It's really fun to have that. Very, very cute. So I'm gonna add some in different directions here. Add so many more. as many as you want. Of course, don't overdo it. People already figured out that they are spikes. So just gonna add them little by little, and add some in between whatever the paint that you made. And I'm gonna add them over here. Very simple. Add some inside. And some on the outside. See? And then what I can do, what I wait is add a little more definition of his ears. And then we can define some of this color here. Also, some spikes are gonna go in this direction. Right there. Right there. And some over here close to the neck. See, the micron pen really works out. So I'm going to define his little hands and the little fingers right there. And I'm gonna do this one on this side. Let's see, little by little. Okay, so far we're getting this come to life. So we can define here his feet. And this part over here, we missed some of that white spot, so that's okay. We can make it a little different. Doesn't have to be exactly the same like the other one. Maybe I add some more color here, or the neutral tint. Okay, I'll add some more over here. So what I'm missing is the heart, so I'm gonna use some red here, permanent red, my palette. I'm gonna add it right now. I was just waiting for this thing to dry. I'm gonna be careful here on his fingers. I'm gonna add the color real quick, adding some water, little by little. Use the tip of your brush to be careful in this area. That's what I like these brushes, they have really good tip, so you have a chance to do the detail without having to change to a smaller brush. So you have a brush with a really nice tip, you don't really have to use two different brushes to do this. What I do also is I add some of my opera pink, because when you mix those two colors they look really pretty. So I'm gonna add that color over here. And then this is getting a little too wet, so what I have to do is wait for the paper to dry so I can come back and add a little more tone. You see in the original here it has a little more tone. Now that I have the pink in my brush, I'm gonna water it down. I'm gonna put the little rosy cheeks. Let me see. We paint it and move a little bit. Just make it a little more whiter so it's not so strong. And it had to move. So just right there. The other thing that you need to do is make a floor, because this has to be standing somewhere. So I'm gonna add this line here. It's like a horizon line here. And I'm gonna add some of the neutral tint again on the bottom of this a little bit. Let me see if you can see it on the camera right there. And just with the side of your brush remove the paint Be careful not to go over the feet, and with your brush a little bit and move the paint so you have a transitional color right there. If you want to have a little more, that's okay. That will be fun. Remember, the watercolor always dries lighter, so don't worry too much about being so strong right now. So this is the moment that I add a little more values in my painting to make it a little more interesting. So I have the color on my brush, so I can add some little brush strokes in here to bring this to life. And see, when you add the ink, the ink doesn't move. It's great for this. I use it a lot for sketching. These micron pens are really good. There's some other brands, but it's like a permanent ink that doesn't move with the water. So that works perfect too for painting this kind of stuff. I used to just use India ink and wait. I had to wait for the watercolor to dry and all that stuff, and this really took care of that problem. See, like right here, I missed this part, so I'm gonna put some more here. Okay, right there. I'm putting that right there. So there you have it, a little hedgehog. This color right here is a little pale, so I'm gonna add a little more brown sienna. And the heart, I think, is still way too wet, so I will have to wait for that. Let's add some definition of his arm. And that's it. There you have it. A little hedgehog for Valentine's. Oh, this is really cute. Let me see if I can add some more red here. No, still a little too wet. But you get the idea. So you have to wait and add this color later if you wanna make it a little stronger. Okay, so that's it. I will sign it, and that will be my Valentine's card. And then have fun. Happy Valentine's.